you're filming for human rights, it's important to think about the privacy of everyone you capture in your video before sharing online. People could be at risk for speaking out or even just being a witness to human rights violations. Your first priority must be to do no harm. Fortunately, tools like YouTube's Blur Faces function makes it possible for anyone to protect identities. In this short video, we'll learn how. Let's start with a video we've already uploaded. This is one of a court trial for housing rights activists in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Below the video frame, you'll see an Edit Video button. From the editing menu, you'll see a button next to a wand icon that says Enhancements. Within Enhancements, you'll see a submenu that includes the feature we're interested in, blurring effects. Click on that. You'll see two options, Blur Faces and Custom Blurring. Let's start with the Blur Faces tool. When you click on the Edit button next to the Blur Faces tool, you'll see a processing screen. When your video is done processing, you get a grid of faces from the video. If you hover over a face in the grid, you get a pop-up of when YouTube thinks the face appears in the video. The grid is not always entirely accurate, but it does a pretty good job of letting you select individuals whose identity you want to protect, while leaving other individuals visible. In this video, we'll select the face of the central activist. Now we'll play the video and see how the tool keeps up with her movement. In this high-resolution, simple video, the tool obscures her face pretty well. In a longer, lower resolution or more complicated video, it's especially important to make sure you've gotten every instance of a face you want to obscure. If you need to make corrections, you can always use the Custom Blur tool, which we'll go over now. In this video, we've left another activist's face unobscured to show you how to use it. The region we want to hide is his face, so I'll make sure to cover it entirely by drawing a box over it and adjusting the size and shape as needed. Now we'll play the video and see how the tool keeps up with his movement. Anytime you have a camera moving around a lot or a person turning their head, the tool is going to have a tough time keeping up. Here, I'll need to extend the duration of the effect and adjust its position. As you tweak it, the tool will better understand what you're trying to obscure, and it'll fill in the gaps. Once you're done, you have a few options for how to save this newly blurred video. Clicking Save gives you a prompt that says YouTube will save your changes and keep the original video, so you can revert back if you want to undo those changes later. But I'm going to cancel here and save another way. The Save as New Video option is similar and can save this blurred video as a copy of the original, but I keep my video archived elsewhere and don't rely on YouTube as a place to save my originals. With that in mind, and since security is my biggest concern in this case, I'll check this box here that tells YouTube to delete the original, and then I'll click Save. For more guidance on how to be safe and effective when using video for change, visit library.witness.org.